In choosing how to react to this situation, your lifelong instincts will tell you to do one thing, but I implore you to do the opposite. Let the games begin.
You wanna play bingo, 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 oh. Bingo, 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 oh. Bingo, 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 oh. Playing for the house or the line. Bingo, 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 oh. Bingo, 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 oh. Bingo, 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 oh. Looking eyes down, down.
Alright, hello everyone, welcome to Lockdown Events Big Fright in. It'll be the same format as usual. We'll have 4 games of bingo first. The line on each game will be worth £10 and the full house will be worth £40. We'll crack on with our bingo. The first game is the turquoise card and we'll be using the whole of the card as usual. So good luck everyone.
6 and 3, 63.
1 second, I just seem to be having an issue with me software. Just give us a second here.
3 and 8, 38.
There we go, we're back on.
3 and 7, 37. 5 and 9, 59. 3 and 4, 34. 4 and 5, 45. 4 and 2, 42. 4 and 7, 47. 70, 70. 1 and 6, 16. 'On its own, number 9. 'On its own, number 2. 5 and 2, 52. 4 and 9, 49. 1 and 9, 19. 'All the 7s, 77. 2 and 9, 29. 30, 30. 6 and 1, 61. 6 and 5, 65.
So we have our first winner for the line. Let's just check that serial number. That is serial number 226. And that is 226 is Darren Niblet. So well done, Daz. You're the first winner of the night, winning £10. We're now moving on to the full house in this game, which is worth £40. Good luck.
8 and 4, 84. 8 and 3, 83. 7 and 1, 71. 'All the 8s, 88. 7 and 5, 75. 3 and 1, 31. 8 and 9, 89. 1 and 8, 18. 8 and 6, 86. 2 and 4, 24. 1 and 4, 14. 5 and 6, 56. 7 and 9, 79. 1 0, 10. 2 and 8, 28. 4 and 8, 48. 'All the 4s, 44. 6 0, 60. 7 and 6, 76. 7 and 8, 78. 'All the 3s, 33. All the 5s, 55. 1 and 2, 12. 'All the 6s, 66. 4 and 6, 46. 'All the 1s, 11. 'All the 2s, 22. 7 and 4, 74. 50, 50. 1 and 7, 17. 1 and 3, 13. 'On its own, number 7. 3 and 2, 32. 20, 20. 3 and 5, 35. 'On its own, number 6. 6 and 4, 64. 40, 40. 2 and 7, 27. 4 and 3, 43. 5 and 1, 51. 5 and 4, 54. 'On its own, number 5.
So we have a winner for our first house of the night, winning £40. The serial number on that is 189. Let me just double check who 189 is. 189 is Claire Whiteley. Well done, Claire. That's £40 for you on our first house of the night. We are now moving on to the second game of the night, which is your red tickets. And again, we will be playing with all your tickets, all of the red tickets, and it's for a line which is worth £10. Good luck.
3 and 5, 35. 4 and 1, 41. 'On its own, number 2. 7 and 5, 75. 3 and 9, 39. 5 and 7, 57. 8 and 5, 85. 8 and 7, 87. 5 and 8, 58. 6 and 7, 67. On its own, number 8. All the ones, 11. 2 and 3, 23. 7 and 8, 78. 6 and 3, 63. 3 and 4, 34. 1 and 2, 12. 6 and 8, 68. 8 and 2, 82. 8 and 1, 81. 2 and 4, 24. 4 and 2, 42. 20, 20. 2 and 7, 27. 2 and 9, 29. 7 and 2, 72.
Well, we've got our next £10 winner tonight on the game 2, and that serial number is 3166. Where are we? 3166 is Paul Salter. So well done, Paul. That's £10. View for the line. Now moving again onto the full house on your red card, and again it is worth £40. Good luck.
On its own, number 5. 1 and 6, 16. 'On its own, number 7. 8 and 3, 83. 1 and 9, 19. 6 and 4, 64. 8 and 9, 89. 5 and 2, 52. Three and 2, 32. 10, 10. 5 and 1, 51. 90 90. 4 and 8 48. On its own, number 3. On its own, number 9. All the 8s, 88. All the 6s, 66. One and 8, 18. 7 and 3, 73. 6 and 2, 62. 3 and 7, 37. 6 and 9, 69. 7 and 4, 74. 1 and 7, 17. 'All the 5s, 55. 'On its own, number 6. 2 and 8, 28. 4 and 3, 43. 2 and 5, 25. 7 and 1, 71. 6 and 5, 65. 4 and 5, 45. 50, 50. 6 and 1, 61. Three and 8, 38.
So we've got our next full house winner. That is serial number 3127. Let's just have a little check. The 3127 is Charlotte Riemann. Well done, Charlotte. Let me just write this down 1 second. That's £40 for you. We are now moving on to game 3, which is your yellow card. Again, we're using the whole of the card, and it is for a line, which is for £10. Good luck.
50, 50. 6 and 1, 61. 1 and 9, 19. 5 and 9, 59. 5 and 4, 54. 2 and 8, 28. 40, 40. 1 and 7, 17. 8 and 1, 81. 6 and 5, 65. 2 and 7, 27. 3 and 6, 36. 3 and 8, 38. 8 and 4, 84. 5s, 55. 6 and 8, 68. 4 and 1, 41.
So our next line winner on the yellow card is serial number 6018. 6018 is Maddie Caulfield. Well done, Maddie. It's a line win for you, which is worth £10. We're now moving on to the full house again on your yellow card. Good luck.
4 and 2, 42. 6 and 3, 63. 2 and 3, 23. 'On its own, number 5. 6s, 66. 8 and 3, 83. 30, 30. 4 and 8, 48. 3 and 2, 32. 1 and 2, 12. 7 and 5, 75. 8 and 7, 87. 1 and 4, 14. 2 and 9, 29. 6 and 4, 64. 5 and 7, 57. 1, 10. All the 7s, 77. 6 and 2, 62. 6 and 9, 69. 1 and 6, 16. 'On its own, number 6. 5 and 2, 52. 4 and 6, 46. 6 and 7, 67. 'On its own, number 3. 8 and 5, 85. 2 and 1, 21. 7 and 6, 76. 5 and 6, 56. 1 and 5, 15. 2, 20. 'All the 1s, 11. 3 and 4, 34. 7 and 1, 71. 7, 70. 2 and 5, 25. 6, 60. 8, 80. 'On its own, number 1.
So our next full house, wasn't it? Yeah, I forgot what it was up to. Full house winner tonight is 6122. 6122 is Charlotte Riemann again. Well done, Charlotte. The second full house for you tonight. We're now moving on to our last game of bingo, which is the green card. And again, we're playing for a line for £10. Good luck.
On its own, number 2. All the fives, 55. Five and 4, 54. 4 and 1, 41. 1 and 6, 16. 1 and 5, 15. 1 and 4, 14. 3 and 9, 39. 8 and 3, 83. 7 and 9, 79. 2 and 8, 28. 1 and 8, 18. 2 and 9, 29. 30, 30. 8 and 9, 89. 1 and 9, 19. 70, 70. 4 and 8, 48. 7 and 3, 73. 'All the sixes, 66. 6 and 2, 62. 50, 50. 4 and 3, 43. 3 and 2, 32. 7 and 2, 72. 'On its own, number 5.
We have our last line winner of the night, and the serial number on that is 9045. Just check who that is. 9045 is Thomas Smith. Well done, Thomas. That's £10. win for you tonight. We're now moving on to our last full house, which again will be worth £40. Good luck.
All the threes, 33. Two and six, 26. 6 and 1, 61. 5 and 8, 58. 8 and 6, 86. 1 and 2, 12. 3 and 5, 35. 3 and 7, 37. 4 and 2, 42. 'All the twos, 22. 7 and 1, 71. 4 and 6, 46. 'On its own, number 4. All the ones, 11. 1 and 7, 17. 5 and 7, 57. 7 and 5, 75. 2 and 3, 23. 'All the sevens, 77. 3 and 1, 31. 6 and 3, 63. 'On its own, number 8. Two o 20. 8 and 5, 85. 4 40. 1 10. 7 and 8, 78. 5 and 9, 59. 7 and 6, 76. On its own, number 1. Five and 2, 52. On its own, number 3. 4 and 9, 49. One and 3, 13. On its own, number 9. On its own, number 6. All the 8s, 88. Two and 7, 27. Six and 7, 67. Seven and 4, 74.
We got our last house winner of the night. The ticket number is 9163. So let me just check what 9163 is. 9163 is Paul Salter again. So well done, Paul Salter. Winning the house, which is £40. So our winners so far are game 1, our house winner was Daz Niblett, winning £10. Game 2 was Paul Salter, winning £10 on the house. Line winners. Game 1, Dad and Niblett, £10. Game 2, Paul Salter, £10. Game 3, Maddie Caulfield, £10. And Game 4, Thomas Smith, £10. Our house winners, Game 1 was Claire Whiteley, winning £40. Game 2 was Charlotte Riemann, winning £40. Game 3 again was Charlotte Riemann, winning £40. And Game 4 was Paul Salter, winning £40. If you haven't won so far, you've still got the horses to come, so good luck on this.
Number 1 wears the white cheek pieces today. Number 2 is a real stayer. When the race starts, he doesn't. The trainer has high hopes for number 3 today after a strong finish last time out. The grey horse, number 4, is always fast out of the stalls. Number 5 is a well-seasoned horse. He'd taste great in a Tesco burger. Number 6. The bookies have been busy taking lots of bets on number 6. Let's hope it's not wasted money. Number 7 will be glad of the fine weather today. Last time out it was so foggy he couldn't see who was beating him. Number 8 usually has a strong finish, but will he leave it too late today?
All set? And they're off, away they go, 1 mile and 3 furlongs in front of them. And the grey horse number 4 is the first one to go into the lead. Horse number 7 sports the pink jacket with the blue cap down the inside in the 2 shades of blue is horse number 6. And making ground on the wide outside now is horse number 8, that's the white jacket with the green stars. In behind that, number 2 is wearing the sheepskin noseband. Down the inside is horse number 3, that's the horse with the visor. And at the back of the field in the early part of the contest, we've got horse number 5. And number 1 in the red and black jacket is the overall back marker. But a long way to go, and on the front end, trying to make every single yard of the running, is at number 4. So 4's out in front, 8 to the outside in second place, and the pink jacket of the inside is at number 7. Then behind that one, number 6, wide outside the track, number 2 goes nicely, 5 in behind. Just niggled into the bridle, horse number 3, and 1 is still at the back of the field. So they're making their way now, and about to turn down the side of the course, and just reefing his neck there was horse number 4. That's a good sign. He's going nicely and he's enjoying himself as they pass the 7 furlong point from the finish. 8 in second place. Then behind these on the inside comes 7, making headway number 2. Then come 5 racing in company with 6, and still at the back of the field we've got 1 and 3. So across the top of the track they go, 6 furlongs left to travel, and out in front it's number 4, going nicely, the grey horse, with 8 on the outside in second place, and then to the outside improving is now horse number 5. 7's on the inside, locked away, going nicely, number 2, then behind these 6, 1's now starting to improve, and 3 all of a sudden is the overall back marker. So they're about to turn across the top of the track and make their way now to the halfway point, and on the front end it's 4 still bowling along out in front with 4 furlongs left to travel. To the outside 8 in second place, then 7 is just shaken up in behind. Next in the field is 5, then behind these 2's got every chance. 1's creeping closer under a patient ride, then comes 6, and flat to the boards is number 3. So they're into the home straight, and on the front end number 4 is still the one they've got to get by. 8 though now comes alongside. To the inside 7, down the outside 5, 2 now starting to unwind his effort. Then behind these come 1. They race now inside the final 2.5 furlongs, and still the one they've got to get by is the determined 4. The grey 4 leads up from 8. 1's getting into the argument, so too 5. 2's not really picking up after a tardy start. 3's running on, but I'm afraid too late. They go deep inside the final furlong, and 8's now got to 4 down the outside 5. 1's coming through, but he'll get squeezed out at a vital stage, and up towards the line. 5 with a well-timed challenge will beat the unlucky and plucky 4. Back in third was number 8, and at a vital stage number 1 had nowhere to go. Here's the replay, and down the outside in the green and yellow jacket it is horse number 5 who has timed his run to absolute perfection. 4 has run an absolute blinder in second place. 8 was third, and there's the photo finish print. 5 has got the job done. 8 is back in third and split the pair number 4. And there is the winner and the second in that particular contest. But if you've got a ticket on number 5, it's time to go and collect, because the official result is first number 5, second number 4, third number 8.
Number 1. The jockey has winner's jeans. Pity he's not allowed to wear them on the racecourse. The white stripe on his nose makes horse number 2 stand out. Change of jockey silks for number 3 today. He is now wearing a change strip of yellow and blue. Number 4. The horse was the apple of the trainer's eye, until he got pipped at the post. Number 5 likes to lead early and often stays there. Number 6 has a good finish and an experienced jockey today. Number 7's jockey is so fat, if he was in a photo finish, they'd have to use a wide-angled lens. Number 8 likes it so much in the stalls, sometimes he's slow to get away.
All set? And they're racing, away they go. Horse number 8 was very slow to go, the black jacket with the yellow sleeves. He's got a few lengths to find already in the early part of the contest, but it's 7 who shows up promptly. Also right there is 5 over on the far side of the track. That's the royal blue jacket of horse number 1. The green jacket is horse number 2. Then on the near side in the red and yellow, that is horse number 4. Racing to the near side, 3's next in the field. Then behind these comes 6, and after a tardy start, horse number 8 is the back marker. Well, they cover the first couple of furlongs, and on the front end, 5 is just about out in front. I'd say leads by a length from 1 on the far side in the royal blue and white striped cap. Then behind these comes 2. On the near side, horse number 4 is just followed through by 7. After a tardy start, 8's now getting competitive. Then behind these 6, and probably 3 is just about the back marker, but that is his running style as they make their way now inside the final half mile. 5 out in front, leads up by a couple of lengths from 2 in second. All of a sudden, 1's flat to the boards on the far side. 4's trying to pick up. Under pressure, 7, but he is responding. So too 3. So they make their way now inside the final 3 furlongs. On the front end, 5 with a good determined attitude. 7 on the far side. Here on the near side, shaken up is 3. 6 is staying on from the back. Then behind these 4 has got a little bit of work on, but they make their way inside the final furlong and a half. 5 is out in front, but he's being taken on by 7. Over on the far side, 6. On the near side it's 3, and the 4 horses have gone clear deep inside the final furlong. 3 on the near side. Over on the far side, 6, but splitting the pair is 7. 5's run his race as they go deep inside the final furlong. 7 just doing enough, but 3 on the near side, 6 on the far side will make him work all the way to the line. 7 though has got the job done. It's tied in behind between 6 and 3, but as they race up towards the line, the horse with the cheek pieces, horse number 7, has just about managed to get the job done, and he's hit the line in front. Tight for second. We'll have a look at that because this track is a very deceptive angle. And there is the photo finish print. 7's got the job done. 6 will be called second. That was the horse over on the far side. And 3 back in third. But a likeable effort from horse number 7. You'd be absolutely delighted if you've got a winning ticket on horse number 7, because he showed a real good attitude, and the official result is first number 7, second number 6, third number 3.
Number 1 wears the white cheek pieces. The jockey recently returned from a long-term injury. Number 2 is the white horse. The white coat runs in the family. Sadly, it's the only thing that runs in the family. Number 3 jumps with ease but doesn't have the pace when needed. The only thing that stands out for number 4 is the jockey's bright yellow cap. The jockey on number 5 had a successful outing at York last week, an afternoon at Railway Museum, followed by a slice of fruitcake at Betty's Tea Rooms. Number 6 struggled in its last couple of races and needs a good start today. Number 7 is so indecisive over fences, he can't even jump to a conclusion. Number 8 wears a white noseband and likes to lead from the front.
So they're coming into line, and they're off. Away they go. They've got 11 fences to negotiate for this particular contest, and there's 2 in very similar silks here. Horse number 8 on the far side with the noseband. The jockey wears the green cap, and horse number 7 is in exactly the same silks, but his jockey has got a red and yellow cap. Down the inside, horse number 3 is next. The grey, you'll definitely spot him. He's horse number 2. Then come 4 as they make their way on to the first. So it's horse number 8 with the green cap, who's just about out in front as they rise at fence number 1. And horse number 2 put in a good leap there. 7's back in third. Slight mistake from horse number 3, but there really is an awful long way to go. 4's next in the field. 5 is held up at the back of the field. So too is number 1, and 6 is the back marker as they move on to fence number 2, which is the water jump. And in the green cap, it's 8 who just jumps ahead of 3 at that fence. Back in third position on the outside is the grey 2. 7's next in the field, and then behind these come number 4. On the wide outside comes horse number 6, who's trying to get into the contest, but he made a mistake at the open ditch, and so too did horse number 5. So they make their way now onto the far side of the track. Fence number 4 is next, short run to it. And down the outside, number 2 is the grey, and he jumped that one really well from 8 in second. Down the inside is 3. 4's next in the field, and a reminder already been administered to horse number 7. And also at the back of the field, 6 is now starting just to be asked for more effort as they make their way onto the next plain fence. On the front end, the grey on the near side is 2. On the inside, in the yellow jacket, that's number 3. And splitting the pair is horse number 8. Closely behind is horse number 4. And then behind these comes 1, 5, 7. And really starting to detach himself now is horse number 6. So continue to make their way down the far end of the track. A long way to go. Horse number 3 just about maybe in front of horse number 8 on the wide outside, number 2. 4's behind those, and behind these comes number 1, who put in a good leap at that one. 5 jumped that one well, and now it's 7's turn just to be pushed into the bridle, and all the time 6 is getting further behind. So heading on to the next fence down the back straight, another open ditch, and it's 2 who jumps ahead of number 8 all the time on the inside. And that is horse number 3, who's got every chance. At the back of the field you can see 6 is pulling up, and he's out of the contest. So we started with 8, and now we're only down to 7. As 2, the grey still leads from 3, and now in the green cap, horse number 8 is coming off the bridle. Improvers are 5, and also making ground is horse number 1. That was 4 out, so they've only got 3 left to jump. And on the front end, 2 is out in front from 4 on the inside. To the outside, 1's got every chance. 3 still right there. 5's a dour stay, and he's getting competitive. The 2 in similar silks are 8 and 7, but they both need to pick up shortly as they run now toward the third last. It's 4 just in front of 2, who's always been in the firing line. Right there with every chance comes horse number 3, and then behind these on the outside, 1. In behind these come 5, 7 and 8 are just about in contention, but only just. So they make their way now toward the end of the back straight. 2 just in front of 4. All the time 1's rider is going lower in the saddle. 3's next in the field. This is a second last. Long run now before they get to the final fence, but they make their way up the hill. On the inside it's 4, on the outside 2, then come 1. 5 is staying on determinedly, and you feel the winner will come from one of these 4, because 3's now dropping out uphill to the final fence. 4 on the inside with a narrow lead from 2, 1 in behind. 5 is a really good stayer. Do not count him out just yet as they run toward the 11th and final fence. It is 4 driven along to hold off 2. These 2 just in front of 1, then come 5. They go toward the final fence, and 4 jumped it really well. 2 to the inside, 1 stays on. Don't discount 5. He's coming with a good looking challenge on the far side. 4 across the track deep inside the final furlong. 2 just in front of 1, then behind these 5 who stays on. 4's dropping away, but up towards the line, and all out assault from 1 just holds the 2 at bay. 5 was back in third. What a race that was, because 4 of them had every chance inside the final furlong. But it is horse number 1. You can see his head there with the cheek pieces. The grey's given it all in second, but as they hit the line, 1 has beaten 2. The stayer 5 does what he always does, stays on late in the day to take third. And just out the money, although running a cracking race, was number 4. There's the winner. The jockey looks absolutely delighted with his afternoon's work there. And horse number 1 has just managed to get his head in front, right where it matters, getting the better of 2 and 5 in third. There's the official result. First number 1, second number 2, third number 5.
Number 1, who's having an awful season, not finished a race yet. Number 2, one of today's outsiders, hoping to make a show. Number 3, turns to run on the outsides and leaves it a little bit late. Number 4, who's a born winner, this horse hardly ever breaks sweat. As number 5 goes in, a big strong horse, and he just loves to compete. Number 6, my tip for this race, an excellent chance. Horse number 7, the jockey on this one's hoping for a better ride today. And horse number 8, if this horse was a feature film, it will be X-rated, a nightmare to ride.
They're at the post, and they're off. The 6 did not want to go into the stalls, but he liked it in there, and he came out slowly. The 8 got a blistering start towards the outside. The 1 is up there, and so too is the 2. These are being followed by the 4, and then against the rail comes the 5. Stalking the leaders is the 3. Down the outside, the 6, the back marker, the late finishing 7. Out in front, it's the 8. Doing it the hard way, the lead is a length and a half. 2 is racing in second. As they go towards the halfway point, it's 5 against the rail in third. To the outside, 6 is making ground. These are then being followed by 1. 4 has pulled very hard early, now making ground. Towards the outside is 3, and 7 is still last. A quarter of a mile to go. A slender advantage for the 8. Now now swept away by the 2. 2 goes on, 8's in second, 4 in third, then comes 1, 3 down the outside. The grey horse is making giant strides, cutting down to the far side rail. Here comes the 7, but he's running out of real estate. They're inside the final half furlong now. 2's out in front. Here comes the 3, Resolute. The 3 getting on top, and the 3 nailed it on the line. 3 won, 2 second, and 4 finished third. That was a big effort by the 3. The grey horse has got home to win. 3 has won, 2 finishes in second, and the 4 finished in third. Order of finish here is 3, 2, and 4.
And horse number 1. This is a fuel-injected and a born winner as he goes into the stalls safely. Number 2 has been running well lately and has an outside chance. Number 3. If you compared this horse with motor cars, I'm afraid it'd be a clapped-out Cortina. Number 4. Fortune favours the brave, and they don't come any braver. As number 5 goes into the stalls, my tip for today after hearing whispers from the stable. Number 6. One-paced, but runs forever. As number 7 goes in, broke down on the gallops earlier this year. Not much chance for him. And number 8, I quite like the look of this filly.
Just a few problems getting one of them in. That's it already, and they're off. Number 2 was very slow to begin. He was awkward leaving the boxers, but he's got 10 furlongs to play catch-up, and it was the 3 who was the first to begin. One of the market leaders, the 4, is giving chase, and there's very little pace on through the very early stages. 7's on the inside, taking quite a strong hold, and now racing in third place. Then towards the outside is the grey 8, and that's racing in fourth. To the outside is 6, followed by 1. And then working towards the rear of the field, we've got 5, the back marker at the moment, the slow starting 2. Less than a mile to go, and the 3 is definitely racing choke out here. The jockey trying to dab on the brake pedals, the horse extending the jockey's arms. The lead is 2 lengths with 7 furlongs to go. It's 4 who's racing in second. The outside 8 is in third, and 7 is filling out fourth position. A break then of 2 lengths to 6, who's on the outside of 1, and then towards the inside is 2, and now the back marker with 3/4 of a mile to go is 5. Not many of these settled early, not a great deal of pace on through the first half of this contest, and it's 3 who leads the way by a couple of lengths. In second is 4, turning in with 5 furlongs to go. The grey 8 is racing in third, and now they just begin to increase the tempo. 7 is racing in fourth, to the outside is 6, then 1 towards the inside, then the cheek pieces of 2, and towards the outside the orange and green of 5, who's still out the back of the field. Now they begin to bunch up, and now it's the 3 who leads by only a length. Here comes the 4 towards his outside. Wider still is the 8. Looking for a seam against the inside rail is the 1. Also staying on is the 2. Towards the outside, 5 is picking up 1 or 2 places. Then the 6, and now the back marker as they race down towards the final furlong is the 7. Inside the quarter, out in front it's the 4. Tackled now by the 3. Then towards the outside, 8. Now the red colours with the yellow cap. Here comes the game 1. Now they race out of the dip. A furlong to go. 1 down the outside. Towards the inside is the 4. Late on the scene. Here comes the 5. Well inside the final furlong. 1 all out. Against the far side rail is the 4. On the outside the 5. It's 1 and 4. 1 and 4. That's close. It's a photo between 1 and 4. The 1 really deserved it. He was beaten just a short head last time. Has he got there this time in the red colours yellow cap? Here's the dive for the line. He's just nailed it. The 1 has just got there. It's a short head over the 4, and then there's only half a length back to the 5. There's confirmation. It's 1, 4 and 5. 1, 4 and 5.
Thank you.
lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it. You start to freeze, and so it looks you right between your eyes. You're paralyzed. You hear the door slam and realize there's nowhere left to run. You feel the cold hand and wonder if you ever see the sun. You close your eyes and hope that this is just imagination. Girl, but all the while you hear a creature creeping up behind. You're out of time. They're out to get you. There's demons closing in on every side. They will possess you unless you change that number on your dial. And now is the time for you and I to cuddle close together. Yeah, all through the night, I'll save you from the terror on the screen. I'll make you see.
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell. Stench is in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the evil of the thriller.
Come on, I'll take you home.
Horse number 1, who has been having severe breathing problems all this year. Let's hope there's not a high pollen count today. Number 2, could be in with a strong shout today. Number 3, a horse who has never finished out of the top 3 this season. And horse number 4, usually first out of the stalls, but last past the post. Horse number 5, he's a very strong finisher and should figure at the end. Number 6, the jockey likes to ride on this horse as much as he did a visit to the dentist, I'm afraid. And horse number 7 could be lucky 7 today, as strongly fancied. Horse number 8, a good strong horse, and he just loves a battle.
They're off and running. A little bit of a slow start there by the 3. Also a little bit slow to begin was the 8, but that might have been by design. The jockey's put the anchor down. He's trying to get across towards this near side rail, which is often favoured. Early speed here is put up by the 7, and the 7 leads. Towards the near side is the 4. Then comes the 6, having started slowly. Now making ground is the 3 down the outside, the dark and light blue colours. Chased along them back in the field comes the 2, together with the slow starting 5. Then towards the near side rail is 1, and the back marker is the 8. Now they're racing towards the halfway point and through the final 2. The leader is the 4 against the rail. Pink sleeves is 7. Wider still comes the 6. Between horses then is the 3. Trying to find a way through is the 2, and that one's staying on. Also the 8 from off the pace. They're well inside the final furlong now. 4's out in front. One last go on the outside by the 6, and also staying on is the 2. Terrier-like as they come up towards the line. It's 2 and 4. 2 getting on top. 2's too good. And he really wanted it. The 2 has beaten the 4 and the 6 has finished in third. It's 2, 4 and 6, and the winner came from a mile off the pace. Let's confirm that result again. 2, 4 and 6.
Horse number 1, carrying the hopes of its trainer, who always looks on the bright side of life. Horse number 2, looking good over the last week on the gallops. Number 3, due a good run after being somewhat disappointing of late. Number 4, an outside chance providing it gets quickly away. Horse number 5, the stable is sponsored by Winalot. They need this horse for dog meat. Number 6, plenty of whispers about number 6, very strongly fancied. Horse number 7, well, you know about Lucky 7. You better change this to Unlucky 7. And horse number 8, plenty of effort, plenty of energy, could be okay in this field.
And away they go. Racing over 5, flying from the gates to the inside rail was the 2. Going up there with it is the 3. From out wide is the grey 5. Stalking these races the 8. Also down the centre of the course is 7. Playing catch-up is the 4. Back in the field is 6. And the 1 is the back markers. They're already going down towards the halfway point. The grey 5 is out in front. The leaders are next. The near side rail is the 2. Down the outside comes 8, who's racing in third and chased along. So too is the 7. Then stalking the leaders is 3 towards the near side. So too is the 4. Out the back of the field is the 6, and outpaced is the 1. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. 5 is out in front, but he's been taken on all sides. 2 towards the near side. Over on the far side is the 8, and also there is the 4. Bursting through now is the 1. Then towards the near side rail. Here comes the 6, and they've opened up like the Red Sea for him. The 6 bursting through against this near side rail. It's 6 and 2 as they go towards the line. 6 and 2 locked together. 50 yards to go. 6 on top. 6 over 2. Back in third was the 5. That's very close, but for me, it's 6 who's beaten 2 with 5 back in third. Here's confirmation as we look at the replay. They did indeed open up like the Red Sea for the 6. He's got a dream run through against the rail. He wins by a cosy head in the end. 6 beats 2, and there's the grey 5 back in third. So to confirm that result, 6 beat 2 and 5. 6, 2 and 5.
We've got a fascinating race lined up for you. This is Over the Sticks at Fontwell. So let's go through your runners and riders. Number 1, the strongest finisher in the race is number 1. The strongest finisher in the race, so always in with a chance. Number 2, again in with a shout. It's been showing good form lately, so number 2 is in with a shout. Number 3, what can I say about number 3? If it stays on its feet, just watch it go. If it can get itself over the sticks, it's in with a good shout. Number 4, looked good last time out, but it's in a different type of class this time, so I'm not too sure on number 4. Number 5, oh well, there's a born loser in every race. Number 5, not very well fancied. Horse number 6 looked very, very good last time out, and it was just pipped at the post in its last race on the run-in. So that is number 6 for you. Number 7, the best looking horse in the race. Whether it can stay the distance today, I'm not sure. But number 7, certainly very strongly fancied, the best looking horse in the race. And finally, horse number 8 will do well to finish, unfortunately. It's not the best runner, it hasn't got the legs, it could be totally outclassed. It will do well to finish today. So let's see what happens with your horse. Let's see you get involved. Here we go, dim the lights, here we go, let's watch the show.
Fontwell is the race course, and they're lining up and away for this valuable sponsored hurdle, and 2 is very quickly into his stride on the far side from 3, 1 in the centre, ears bricked on the breast girth, and the 2 on the near side are 6 and 8. Out into the country for the first time, and 2 retaining the lead over 1, but 6 jumps up nicely in the centre, and on the wide outside comes 4, a length back then to 3, and making a bit of ground on the wide outside comes 8 and 5. But as they run down towards the bottom end of the back straight, it is 2 who's still out there in front. 1's just lost a little bit of ground on that bottom bend, but is still in the contest. 2's going to take it, and 6 jumps up well on the outside. Then a couple of lengths back to 4 and 3, followed by 1 making up ground again, and then 5, and on the wide outside comes 8. Running down into the bottom turn for the final time, and 2 on the inside, just half a length adrift of 6, pushed along and scrubbed along. In third place is 3, they're followed by 1. 7 makes a bit of headway on the outside, then comes 5. Right at the back of the field at this stage is 8. Turning into the home straight for the final time, and 6 goes into a clear lead now, draws about 3 or 4 lengths clear from 2 on the far side. 1 with the breast girth and the orange colours in the centre in third place, then back to 3. They're followed by 7 and then 5. As they come down with 1 more flight to go, it looks all over for 6, who's out there in front 4 or 5 lengths away from number 1, who shoved along to keep his pace in second, but is running on over the final flight, and 6 is beginning to tie up in front, and 1's coming after him. They're a long, long way clear of 2 and 5 up towards the line, and 6 maintaining a lead, but 1 comes after him, 50 yards to go. 6 getting tired, moves a bit left-handed, but retains an advantage of half a length. Up to the line goes 6, takes it from 1. It'll be close for third and fourth, but 2 gets into third place, and the full result: first number 6, second number 1, third number 2, and fourth number 5.
Horse number 1, a consistent performer, usually comes strong by the end of the race. Horse number 2 showed good form at this distance last time out, has got a good chance. Number 3, promising in his last outing, but never been put to the test over this distance. Number 4, always struggles. Horse number 4 needs a good start today. And horse number 5, a fiery and moody horse, just like my mother-in-law on a bad day. Number 6, best effort when it finished second last time out. Can it improve? Number 7, could it be lucky 7? My tip for today: it has won its last 3 races. Horse number 8, as a new owner and trainer, after the previous ones gave her up as a bad job.
And they're away. One breaks very quickly on the far side. In the centre in the light blue colours is 7, and on the near side with the white face and the yellow colours we have 5, who's running fast down the stand side. And as they settle down after the first furlong, it's 1 on the far side, almost a line of 3. 1, 5 and 7 tucked in behind those is 4. Next to him, just 2 off the rails, is 8, and tucked away on the far side is 2. The 2 at the back of the field at this stage are 6 and 3. And as they come towards the halfway stage, racing by himself on the near side is 5, but 1 still up on the far side between horses is 7. Trying to make ground is the dark green colours of 4. And tucked away in between horses, just 2 off the far rail, is number 8. Making ground also from the back of the field is 6, but still out at the back of the field altogether, but lurking quite nicely in the maroon colours is number 3 on the far side. And now they're coming down towards the 2 furlong marker, and number 1 comes under pressure, pushed along on the far side. In the centre is 7. 5 looks as though he's going very comfortable indeed on the near side, and trying to push up between horses is 8. Coming wide on the outside is 6, and still in there with a squeak is 3, right on the near side, the left as you look. But as they come down towards the final furlong, 5 goes for home, followed by 6, who's coming after him, and 8 is still in with a chance on the far side. And coming right on the near side comes 3 with a wet sail as they come inside the final half furlong. 5 leads from 3 with 6 and 8. Up towards the line, it's 5 hanging on, but here comes 3. In the shadow of the post, it might be just 3 from 5. And 8 looks third, and 6 will be back in 4.
Number 1 is the grey horse, wearing the blinkers today. Number 2 wears the red V-silk with a red cap to match. Number 3, the jockey prefers the soft ground. It's less painful when he falls. Number 4 has a white noseband, and the jockey is wearing a matching white cap. The brown horse, number 5, always happy to start slow. Number 6, the jockey is so fat, last time he was unseated, 3 horses fell trying to jump over him. Number 7 always likes to set a fast pace and stay with the pack late on. Last time out, the only fence number 8 left intact was the one around the car park.
So lining up, they've got 8 flights to jump, and they're off and racing. 7 is quite smartly into his stride, also number 1, as they make the short run to flight number 1, and crossing the first flight of hurdles, they're all safely over. It's on the front end, probably the green jacket of horse number 7 with the green cap, just niggled into the bridle at an early stage is horse number 8. And there you can see his jockey's just given him a reminder for his troubles, and behind these is horse number 1. On the outside 2, down the inside is 3, and the back 3 at this moment in time are 6. On the inside of 6 we've got horse number 4, who's toward the back of the field in company with horse number 3. So they make their way now down the back straight and heading off to flight number 2, where horse number 7 has got a length to spare over horse number 1 in second. Still nudged into the bridle, as you can see, is number 8, and it's going to be a hard job for this rider in this particular contest. Lobbing along is number 3, following him through on the inside is 5. Spot the red cap of number 2, behind that comes 6, and at the back of the field we've still got number 4, who's held up for a late charge. So making the way down the back, heading on to flight number 2, and on the front end it's number 7, who's enjoying himself out in front. He's got an uncontested lead from the grey. Number 1 racing to the outside. How will they jump the second? 8 on the inside once again gets a reminder for his troubles, and also horse number 2 was just niggled into the bridle there. 3 travels very powerfully, and behind these 6 On the back two, number 5, and also at the back of the field we've got number 4. So they're heading on to flight number 3 and 7. Now matching strides with horse number 1. They rise and land together with 3 just in behind. 8 once again gets a reminder. It'll be an almighty effort for him to get into the contest. Then behind these comes 4, who's now on the move. In behind these 6, then on the inside comes 5. And at the back of the field, number 2 is really starting to really make hard work of this, and very shortly he could be pulled up. So they make their way now toward the end of the back straight, and still 7 bowling along out in front from 1, who's giving chase in second. 3 really does catch the eye going well. 8 continues to be bumped along by the rider. Then behind these 4 in the inside is 5. And then behind this comes 6, and I'm afraid 2 looks like he's out of the contest as they make the run toward the end of the back straight. Starting to bunch up a little bit up front. 1 has now just gone on from 7, the long-time leader. 8 is responding to pressure, but the rider, remember, has been at work from the tapes going up here, so it really would be a remarkable effort, but he's still right there, this individual, as they make the way now back towards home. 4 left to jump, and on the front end it's 1 who's got the lead from 8, who continues to stay on for pressure. Then behind these come 3, 7's next in the field, 4's on the outside, 5's getting into it, 6 not too far away, so any of the leading 7 could land this particular contest. They make the way to the first one in the straight, and 7 to the extreme right, the green jacket out in front with 1, 8's next in the field, then come 3, a bit of a break to 5, and then behind these come 4. Next flight of hurdles, a mistake from number 1, but he's still right there. 8 on the near side, 7 on the far side, but look at the way 3's travelling into this contest. Then behind these 6 is coming after them. 5 also not done with them, make the way now toward the next flight of hurdles, and 3 has set sail for the judge, and he jumped that really well. 7 on the far side, 8's next in the field, 6 is trying hard with the pink cap, but they make the way now toward the next flight of hurdles, and out in front it is 3 who's got a commanding advantage. 7 on the far side, 8 on the near side. The next flight of hurdles will be the final flight, and he's looking good for number 3 at the moment. He's out in front from 7. 6 is trying to come with a challenge. 8 still right there over the final flight. Still 3 leads, but 6 down the centre, and this will be a remarkable effort from 8, who really is starting to stay on, but 3 looks to have the upper advantage. Here comes 6 on the far side, and 8 with a never say die attitude is starting to stay on. This is going to be a remarkable effort from 8. 8 on the near side's going to get up to win from 6. 8 beats 6. 3 travelled the best, but I'm afraid he hasn't seen out the trip, and he's finished in 3rd position. Well, all the way round, if you had a ticket for number 8, you probably thought that you had absolutely no chance, but he has kept responding to pressure, and a really gutsy effort from horse number 8. 6 was second. There's the photo finish print. And up the near side, 8 has just managed to hold off 6. 3 was back in 3rd. I think he'll be dropping in trip next time. But a nice effort from the horse in shot, and it's a win for horse number 8. How unlikely was that? But the official result is first number 8, second number 6, third number 3.
Sorry, skeleton, you're so misunderstood. You only want to socialize. Am I serious? Spirit supernatural, or shy, what's all the fuss? Bags of bones seem so unsafe. I don't think we should. A spooky, scary skeleton, shout startling, shrilly screams. They'll sneak on their sarcophagus and just won't leave you be. Bags of bones seem so unsafe. Am I serious?